everyone, it's me Suchita. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely fine. Today in this video I'm going to talk about what is the basic difference between the learning objective and the learning outcomes. I will clarify how you can include the learning objective and learning outcomes in your lesson, how you can differentiate between them. So without any delay, let's start today's video. If you're new to the channel, do consider subscribing and press the bell icon next to it so that you will not miss any new upcoming video. Without any delay, let's into this. Learning objective and learning outcome both are the integral part of a lesson plan. You must need to include both these PowerPoint, what you can see both of these in the lesson plan. How lesson objective will be the first slide you can say for your lesson, where you will give them the outline what all you are going to cover in today's lesson, and learning outcome will be at the end of the lesson, where you will tell what all skills you have learned from by studying this topic or by doing the study of this lesson in today's class. Before going to discuss the differences between the two, I will tell the similarity, both the learning objective and learning outcomes. In that slide you must need to write them down with the help of a checkbox. Yes, when you are writing the learning objective, with every learning objective in front or at the end, you include a checkbox where you will just tick whenever you will cover that learning objective or whenever you will cover that learning outcome. You just tick it so that you will keep a track of your lesson. So this is the basic similarity between the two. Now we'll come to the differences. The first difference is in lesson objective will always come at the start when you will start the lesson plan. This is the first point of the lesson plan, which include the point which you are going to teach in today's class. The learning outcomes will be at the end of the lesson. You will check the outbox, you will check the boxes what all they have learned by studying these topic in the class. We will see example. For example, today you are going to teach digestive system. So what will be the learning objectives? The first learning objective will be to understand the different part of the digestive system. The second learning objective will be to study the difference in function of the different part of the digestive system. Now on the other side, when we will come to the learning outcomes, so what will be the learning outcomes for this lesson? Students will draw and observe each part of the digestive system by using the 3D model. The second learning outcome will be student will able to recall the difference between the function of each part of the digestive system. Third learning outcome will be after doing this, student able to solve the end of chapter questions of digestive system lesson. Now I think by reading this you must have understood what is the difference. Yes, the first learning objective will show what all you are going to teach in today's lesson. Maybe you are going to cover the 3 things or 2 things, like you are going to teach the digestive system and its parts, plus in the second learning objective you are going to teach what are the function of the different parts of the objective system. Apart from that, the learning outcome, what you are going to tell while doing the study of this topic, what all the students are going to achieve, what all they are able to do after studying this thing. They will able to identify the different part of the digestive system in the 3D model. So now you are able to cover this in your lesson or not, means the student were able to identify or not. Now in the next you are saying they will able to answer the end of chapter question. So this is the target as per the exam level, that after doing the study of these topics they are capable enough to answer the end of chapter questions of this lesson. So these are the learning outcomes. So what you need to do, you will teach each learning objective one by one. Once you finish first learning objective, you go back to the first slide and tick. See student, now we know all the parts of the digestive system. Then when you finish the second objective, you go back, you take the second line of the learning objective, that now you know what are the difference in the function of the digestive system parts. On the other hand, when you will come to the learning outcomes, what you need to do, as you will finish the lesson, you will check this thing. Are the student able to do this? So you will read one learning outcome and you ask the student, are you able to do that, students? Are you able to identify in the 3D model? Are you able to answer these questions after a study of this topic? So that are the learning outcomes. Believe me, if you will keep on track of these points in your lesson, that will make a very different impression on the employer and the management you are working with. They know how you take a feedback, so these both are working as a feedback. Like, you are keeping a track, you are teaching, but are the students are with you in that lesson? So you are keep on going to those slides and keep doing and checking with the help of the checkbox. So that's how the learning objective and the learning outcomes will come. I hope by answering this video you are able to understand what is the difference between the two. You are going to add both of these points in your lesson plan for sure. That's all for today's video. This is a very short video, but I think informative. If you like the video for whatever reason, give me a thumbs up and write down your feedback in the comment box. That's all for today. Have a nice day. Bye bye.